All right, Bill, you said recently that Donald Trump needs to become more charming, in your words. He's lost the charm of 2016. So far, he has not taken your advice. Is that because he doesn't have the energy to? What's going on, you think?
I don't know what's going on. I think that Donald Trump is a man who does completely what he wants to do. He's not, he doesn't do the advisor thing. I mean, he's got people telling him suggestions, but he's not like the Democrats who, they basically engineer the coverage. Trump is spontaneous, but he is a good presenter. People like to watch him in action, and I think he should use some of that rather than be vitriolic. You can make your point in a humorous way. I mean, I do it on NewsNation. I make fun of your hair. You can do stuff like that.
Is that the best you got? Really? We're at the DNC. The best you got is my hair? All right.
Yeah, that's all I have tonight, Leland. But I can do 3 or 4 minutes on your hair if you want.
Okay. Well, we as much as the audience would just absolutely love that. Look, is Donald Trump, though, is a different Donald Trump. We played that soundbite coming in of him reading off of the script. This just isn't the same guy as 2016. Now, the argument would be, right, look, let Kamala Harris and the Democrats talk, and they will, as Kamala Harris did on Friday, present ideas that are antithetical to swing state voters. That's a pretty risky strategy in the middle of August, isn't it?
Look, I'm not a political strategist, and I don't really care what they do. What I do care about is what's good for the folks. And when I was watching Joe Biden's speech last night, and of course Kamala Harris is tied right into Biden, there's no difference at all, okay? I felt like I was reading Alice in Wonderland. Did you ever read that book, Leland? Lewis Carroll, did you read it?
No, I told my English teachers I did, but I never read it. No.
Okay. Well, you need to go back and look at it. It was Alice falls into this rabbit hole and then is confronted with this chaos where every time she turns around, there's something that doesn't make any sense. And then what the Republicans need to capitalize on, and this is Trump, is to point it out very simply that she says this, but here's the reality. Let me give you one very vivid example. Today, the Democrats come out on their platform, endorsed, of course, by Kamala Harris, and say, we're going to raise the corporate income tax to 28% from 21. That's what Trump had. Okay. Well, a good portion of that raise goes back to the consumers because companies pass on their increased costs to people who buy their product. Everybody knows that. So right now we're looking at gas under Biden and Harris up 38%, food 21%, mortgage 148%, car insurance 118%, and you're going to laden more expense on the folks? That's pretty basic.
Well, look, I'll go one more with you.
All the Republicans have to do.
The way. Oh, well, look, corporations will do one more, right? Because they're going to raise some prices, and they're also going to lay off some workers because they're going to say, we have to protect our bottom line. One way to do that is by cutting workers. An interesting thing is happening at the DNC. I've covered a lot of these, Bill. You have as well. And you listen to the chants. There's a psychology here. We're not going back, puts Donald Trump in the past. Everyone wants to be talking about the future. It means that when people talk to their friends, hey, are you going back? Are you voting for Trump? That's part of it. I'm hearing USA chants at the Democratic National Convention. I've never heard that before. Somehow the Harris-Walz campaign is, I don't want to say if they're embracing American exceptionalism, but there is some kind of patriotism thing going on here that we did not see from Joe Biden, and maybe didn't even see from Barack Obama.
I think that some people at the convention think the Olympics are still going on. I think that's what it is. Look, I'm happy if they chant USA. That's where we live. We should be proud of our country no matter what party you're in. But I'm a guy that wants problem solving, okay? That's what it is all about for me. Donald Trump was able to run the economy efficiently, and I don't care what anybody says. I can prove that all day long. Joe Biden totally booted the economy, 100% booted it. And now at the convention in Chicago, they're trying to rewrite history and say, no, he did a great job with the economy, which is just hooey.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.